We seem to be coming too fast for this turn and the slope. Ooh, barely made it back to the track. It was quite risky. Oof. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Motorcycle Chronicles. Yesterday was a great day at the Everest Base Camp. The weather was super good, and we had good views of the Mount Everest, and we spent some real good time exploring the entire Everest Base Camp. And today happens to be very cloudy, and it's getting quite cold as well. And at the same time, today's ride is also going to be quite challenging in many ways. It's going to be a lot of twists and turns, the 180-degree turns and bends. And also, we are going to be at the highest altitude today of about 5,200 plus meters. And it's cloudy, it may rain in some time. So, we have all prepped ourselves with adequate warm clothes and rain gear. Be prepared to tackle the rain and also be able to ride carefully. The ride from Ganga, which is Everest Base Camp, to Sakya Monastery is about 200 kilometers. And as I mentioned, this is going to go through those hundreds of U-turns and bends. We are going to cross the 108 bends. It's actually more than 108 bends. And then we are also going to go to the highest altitude as well, and then reach Sakya Monastery. Sakya Monastery, I understand, is one of the oldest and the very important monasteries in Tibet, and that's where we are headed to today. The 108 bends is going to be very demanding in terms of it would need a lot of concentration on the turns to keep an eye out on any dark eyes on the turns and the corners of the road, and also be able to ensure that we are able to tackle the oncoming traffic, and at the same time keep climbing the altitude. So it's going to be an exciting day and a lot of good riding happening today, hopefully. We have just started off from our hotel at Ganga, the Everest Base Camp. We stayed at this place, the Everest Warrior Oxygen Hotel. And now we are on our way to Sakya Monastery. It has started drizzling, and also it's becoming very cold as we are getting higher and higher up the altitude. We just stopped over to add another layer of gloves because the fingers are just freezing, and I'm actually unable to feel the clutch. And on these turns and inclined altitude, it's important to feel the clutch because that's how we plan out the power for the next climb. And keep changing the gear is going to be difficult, so it's important to play on the clutch. And my fingers are just freezing. I hope I'll be able to do this well. That's the panoramic view of part of the 108 bends. These are the roads that we have negotiated and come all the way up to this viewing platform, and now we will go down, and the road that is going down also has equal number of bends. So overall these are more than 100 bends that we take, and the bends are on both the sides, on the left and on the right, and various altitudes. It's still very cold, and also looks like the drizzle is going to increase and maybe it's going to rain completely. So I've changed over into the rain gear as well. And now we have started the descent, and you can see those bends on the right side, and it's the slope is quite a lot. It's descending very rapidly. I made a couple of wrong judgments on the slope and the speed at which I am taking this curve, and I just in time braked and then got into my track. It's very difficult to assume at what speed you're going down, and if you're wrong, sometimes you may just hit the edge, and it may be disastrous. So I just slowed down, and also the road is wet, and if it continues to be cold like this, the black ice will start forming. But I think by then we would have left this area, and we would have moved out. But better to keep a control and eye on the speed while approaching the turns. It's very difficult to understand that because it suddenly descends very rapidly. The slope is quite a lot, and you'll suddenly realize that oops, your speed is higher to tackle this particular turn. We seem to have descended quite a lot, and also moving away from the rain and clouds, and I can see that our route is towards that blue skies, and maybe in next few kilometers we may be heading into complete sunlight. Oh yes, we have moved out of the rains and the dark clouds, and it's bright, and although not completely sunny, but it's still a little bit warmer compared to what it was high up over there. The fingers were just freezing, but now it's slightly better, and I think we are making good progress now. The weather has completely changed in this part. It's bright and sunny, clear skies, and it's also a little bit warmer, and nice sceneries as we ride towards Sakya Monastery, and pass through quite a few small Tibetan villages. And most of these Tibetan villages, they have interesting entry gates designed, like the one you can see. They have done some design of sheep, very interesting and nice. We are riding past some of these mountains where there is still quite a bit of snow, and that snow is melting, and some of it is also on the road. Again, have to be very careful about the riding and also on the turns, just to avoid any black ice which can just skid. We are now approaching the highest altitude in this part of Tibet. It's very cold. Though it's bright and sunny, it's very cold. It's about 5,250 plus meters above sea level. This is a very important landmark on the route 318, and this is the highest point on the route 318, and a lot of people stop over here to take pictures, and that's what we also did. It's very cold here, and but still we spent about 45 minutes taking pictures and just sinking into the ambience and the nature here. And now we are descending down and heading towards Sakya Monastery. I don't want to be inhaling that smoke from Dennis and Dika's 1997 Toyota Hiace. I'll better look for an opportunity to overtake them. Quite some traffic on this road. I think we may be heading closer to Sakya Monastery. So we got to this checkpoint, but Dennis and Dika have not yet made it, and we have to wait for them. Understand they took a diversion to get into one of the villages to find a pharmacy to buy some medicines. While we were waiting for them, I did a small video about David and Wendy from Australia. Very interesting story about their journeys. And if anyone is really interested in overlanding, they should definitely watch this video and watch videos on their channel as well. I'll put out the links here. Do watch them if you really are interested in overlanding. Okay, so finally we made it to Sakya Monastery, and we are now finding a place to park our vehicles, and then we'll go inside the monastery to explore. I'll do a separate video of the monastery part of it and also include some pictures that I've taken. Yeah, so this is where I'll end today's episode. It's been a great day of riding, the twists and turns, the 108 bends, the high altitude, the chill, the freezing of the fingers, and then coming to this bright and sunny part of the Sakya Monastery, and of course going to the highest point on route 318, 5,250 plus meters. This was the highlight of the entire trip, I think. I hope you guys liked this video. Do share your comments and any inputs and feedback. Would be great to hear from you guys. Thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you on the next video.